Hi, mom entrepreneurs. It's Angela Michelet with the Good Enough Mompreneur podcast. Thank you so much for joining me for this important episode. We're going to talk about the importance of how essential having faith in your business is. And I can't believe it's taken me 3.5 seasons to talk about this topic. And I think it's because I take for granted how much faith I have. And I think all of us kind of have this blind faith in the success of our business if we're not really intentional about it. We just keep going and believing that things will get better. It will be successful. And so I think it's really important to stop and be intentional about faith in our businesses and really think about how important it is to be intentional about our faith and to cultivate it. Just like your confidence, just like anything else you do, it is a muscle. Your mindset, it's an important component of your success mindset in business and really anything that you do. So if this is the first time you're tuning in, my name is Angela. As I mentioned, I'm a certified confidence coach and a Reiki 2 practitioner. And I have just had so much expansion by becoming a Reiki practitioner. I am so excited to share that with you and start doing these deeper dives into the mindset and energy work that can help you be a more successful mom entrepreneur. So let's define what faith in your business looks like. And first, I want to remind you that faith in your business is not to be confused with religion, although you can use whatever religion you prescribe to that inspires you, that makes you feel connected with a higher power to absolutely cultivate the faith in your business, because that's what we're talking about. We're really talking about believing in yourself and also those unseen forces that are conspiring for all of our success. And what faith in business looks like is, like I said, believing in yourself, trusting yourself. I see so many people that I work with that struggle with this, trusting that you have the ability, you have the answers, or you can find them, that you can know who to reach out to, find that resource to help you solve someone's problems, and that your greater vision will have impact, will serve others, and that ultimately there is this universe that is connected to us all that is really conspiring in our favor. What is really important about having faith is not getting trapped in the physical world, right? Because when we get trapped in the physical world, it's all about hiring a coach or a strategist or completing another course or taking another class and not getting the desired outcomes. We think the work that we do is going to give us certain outcomes. And that's not always true. Actually, I think it's rarely true. But when we start incorporating our faith, our energy, and the practical skills, we're not just doing things by blind faith alone. We're actually cultivating that really necessary faith in ourselves, our confidence, a faith in a higher power, a universe of energy, and then also those skills we've learned to implement to achieve our goals. That's like such a super combo. So don't get trapped in the physical world. And I think when we're really feeling down on ourselves and we're really feeling down on our businesses, whether it's going to be successful and if it's serving who it needs to be, that's what we need to take ourselves out of the equation. It's our skills and it's the universe, and we offer it up to the universe, and the people come and you have the skills to serve those you're supposed to serve. So make sure that you're not getting trapped in the physical world as you're running your businesses. And that can also really look like getting in this cycle of the harder I work, the better outcomes that I'll have. Or, the only way you can be successful is to work really hard. And I think those are two really big limiting beliefs by people who don't have a lot of faith. And the perfectionism can really creep in when you're not having a lot of faith. You don't believe that what you're doing is good enough for the people that you want to serve, and you try to control everything. So we have to put in the work, absolutely. We can't live by faith alone, but we have to also cultivate developing that faith, because not only can it help our businesses thrive, but when we have those normal dips, when we have those normal moments of self-doubt, our faith is going to help carry us through that time. So, what are some of the things that we can do to help cultivate more faith in our businesses? We can do energy alignment. You can have a Reiki session. You can do a sound bath. There are so many people that do some really interesting work that can help you start to align your energy so you feel more in touch with your intuition and more in touch with universal energy. Another good way to cultivate your energy and strengthen your faith is finding quiet time, making sure that you take a walk and you're not listening to music or a podcast. At least some of the times when you go on a drive, don't play music. There's a reason why we get really great ideas, maybe in the bathroom or in the shower. It's because we're not taking in all the noise of the world, but we're allowing those divine downloads. So other things that we can do are, that energy healing that I talked about, and making sure that we're setting goals that include that element of faith that will learn the skills or have the people introduced in our lives that will help us accomplish those big goals. So make sure that you're not creating too small of goals because you don't have the faith either in yourself or the universe to help support you. That's something I definitely need to work on myself. It's so tough, but at episode 137 and now rated as in the top 5 of Mama Entrepreneur podcasts by FeedSpot, among all Mom Entrepreneur podcasts, it's like, if I don't have faith in the importance of this podcast and who I'm serving, then I don't know at this point what else could help tell me that. And so I have to take those and have faith that the data I'm seeing is really supporting my mission and allows me to have so much belief in my higher purpose to serve mom entrepreneurs. And so do the same in your business. What are those little things that are giving you nuggets of feedback that you're on the right path? Let's talk about another way that we can also cultivate our faith, and that's affirmations and doing some meditation. And one affirmation I really love from my Reiki master is, I am totally supported in every way at the highest levels. I am totally supported in every way at the highest levels. And that is an affirmation she used to help support her success. And it's something that I wrote down and keep on my desk. And it's really powerful if you write that down maybe 5 times a day or 10 times a day. And doing that in your own handwriting can be something that's very powerful to support your belief and your success. But ultimately, we have to cultivate our faith because we have to have faith in our bigger vision and those who we serve. And that is so important because we are given our desire to start a business for a reason, and it's to serve others. And we have to realize the value of that. And just like I mentioned, faith helps us through those tough moments that is definitely one way that faith will really help you through tough moments in your business, is having your eye on that bigger vision and knowing that you have skills that can help others. And really, when I work with women who are struggling with self-doubt in their business, that's usually where they feel so much doubt, is they only see themselves as the front of the business instead of their service, and the importance of that and reaching those who they are meant to serve. So let's do a little recap on the importance of faith in your business and how it really is a critical element in your success. Your faith in your business is absolutely essential, and success comes from trusting both yourself and the journey, even when the results aren't immediate. And that's something that's so important too. We tend to get really impatient, and we need to trust in divine timing and keep going and look for those little messages along the way that tell us that we are on the right path. And I often look to synchronicities to tell me that I'm on the right path. And we talked about overcoming challenges and how important our faith in ourselves and our business and our mission and our service to others helps us overcome those difficult times. I talked about the energy and alignment. Practices like Reiki and meditation are just really crucial for getting really clear of energy blocks and to keep you aligned with your business goals. And then last, we talked about faith and the bigger picture, really making sure that we take ourselves out of the bigger picture, that we're just a vessel for serving others, and to not let that perfectionism creep in. So I want to leave you with 4 actionable steps that you can take from this podcast to implement in your business. So 1 is to practice daily mindfulness or meditation, finding that quiet time of 5 to 10 minutes each day to connect with your intuition and to trust your business path. Think about those things that are giving you that little message that you need, or ask for a message from the universe to give you a sign that you're on the right path. I've done that before and I've definitely gotten an answer back. It's such a cool thing to do. Be very specific in the sign that you want to receive. Number 2, create an affirmation routine. That is something that's very helpful, and I gave you that affirmation. That was really powerful for my Reiki master and myself. Making sure that you really embody the releasing of perfectionism is so important. I know it's really difficult, especially if we're recovering people pleasers, or we've been maybe in a career field that emphasizes the importance of being perfect. That can be really tough to overcome, but learning how to appreciate progress over perfection and letting go of a need to control every detail and just trusting the flow and that divine timing that we talked about is so important. And then lastly, schedule energy work. Book a Reiki session with me. You can do that. I'll leave a link in the show notes. Look for a local sound bath, or make sure that you listen to some sound bath meditations. Do some meditations, join a group meditation. There are so many resources today, either in person or online, that you can use to help align your energy and really release those limiting beliefs that might be holding you back. Before we go, I want to also leave you with a reflection, and I want to challenge you to bring more faith into your business and your business journey. And I'm going to suggest a journal prompt for that, which is, what does faith in my business look like today? And I think, too, to add to that, what are the areas where you have a lot of faith, maybe in your skills or the universe? And then also, what are the areas that you don't have a lot of faith in? Are those areas that maybe you're struggling in? Think about, just be curious about why. I just want to leave you with those action steps and that journal prompt for reflection, because having faith and cultivating it is such an important part of business success. And so I'm so glad I finally addressed that in a podcast. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. If you'd like to connect with me, you can visit my website at mombusinesscoach.com and see more information about me. You'll see all of my social media links there where you can connect with me and send me a message. Was this something you needed to hear? Do you have any questions? Would you like me to address another topic on a future episode? I would love to hear from you. It's always wonderful as a podcaster to connect with listeners, because we're just sitting here recording this episode that we don't know how it's resonating with our listeners unless we hear from you. And two, if you love this episode, be sure you follow us, because we have a new episode every Monday. And then I do a solo episode every other week. And then before I go, I just want to leave you with encouragement to trust in your business journey, have faith, and know that you are on the right path. And whatever you need to help you have confidence that you are on the right path, ask the universe for that sign. And I am sure it will deliver. And if you have asked the universe for a sign and you got it, please share your story. I would love to hear it. I've had some really interesting signs, and maybe I'll do a whole episode on some of those things and some of the synchronicities that have happened for me that just really feels like a divine message that I'm on the right path. So thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing week, and I can't wait to talk to you on the next episode of the Good Enough Mompreneur podcast.